Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Whitney. If you're new here, you're welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. So today I'm going to show you how to make this top. So these are the tools that you need for this particular top. So I just made a demonstration on how to make this particular part. So measure around your waist, use your waist measurements. That's what you're going to use to make the main part, that the blue crochet part. So I'm going to chain. So I started making this video after I had made progress with the top. So the chain that I'm making is just for demonstration, but make sure you do the correct measurements. So we're going for this top, I use a half double crochet. That's the stitch that we're going to use, the half double crochet. When you reach the end, chain one and then turn your work. Then begin in the next row making half double crochets in between the half double crochets that are below. And in the last one, you're going to make a half double crochet in the very last half double crochet because you want it to be straight, not curved, to give it the perfect shape. So that's what you'll keep doing till you get the desired length for your top. So what you're going to do next is you're going to make the edges clean. So we're just going to use a single crochet all around the piece that you've just made. So just single crochet all around to make it neat, to make your work neat. So for that side where you had the turning points, you're not going to single crochet in every space. You shall skip a space and then single crochet in the next because you don't want it to bulge after you're done. Because if you single crochet in every space, it's going to bulge. It's not going to be a perfect, let's say a perfect rectangle after you're done. So you're going to skip one space and then single crochet in the next. So just keep doing the single crochet till you're done all round. So this is what my piece measures. It measures 24 inches. So we're going to find the center where it's a 12 for the 12 mark. So put a stitch marker at your 12 the center. So as for me it's the 12. If you don't have a stitch marker, you can use whatever accessible thing you can get. So the next thing to do is to identify the front parts and the back part. So I'm going to measure the back part to be around 13 inches. So as you can see, I've measured halfway, 6.5 from the center where we had the 12 mark. And after that, you measure the other side too, measure 6.5. So that in total we have 13. So for me, the 13 is going to be the back. But if you want it to be at the front, that's okay too. I want the open parts. For me, I want the open parts to be at the front. So there you go. That's how it looks like. So next thing we're going to work on is the sleeves. I'm going to use a tape measure to measure halfway. So it's at 2.5. So I'm going to begin from the right side going to the left. I'm going to make 3 single crochets. I'm going to begin from the right going to the left. So that's why I've moved the hook. So attach the yarn and make 3 single crochet. Okay, it is a little bit of mistake there, but it's okay as long as the yarn is attached. Make 3 single crochets. So we keep on creating more rows of single crochets in order to make our strap. So just keep on adding the single crochet rows till you have the desired length for your strap. So to attach the strap to the back side, you will attach it to the spaces, to the chain spaces that are directly opposite to the ones that are in the front. And for this, you're going to use a slip stitch to attach the strap. So after you're done, you chain 1 and then nip of the yarn. Then the hanging thread, make sure you tuck it in so that it just doesn't hang right there. So for the measure, I measured 17. As you can see, when folded, it's 8.5. And I've already sewn it together using a back stitch. And if you have a sewing machine, it is even much more easier. But I used the bright colored thread because that was what's available for now. And it matches the shiny part. So I'm going to show you how I did the back stitching in case you want to use your hand. Don't mind the needle. Well, it's just for demonstration. Of course, that's not what I use. I used a much smaller needle. So you have to fix the yarn first. Make sure it's firm. And then back stitching, I don't know how to explain this because I want to explain it well. Just watch the video for a better yeah, for better understanding. And make sure when you're doing the back stitching, you do it on the wrong side of the fabric, not on the right side. So that's how a back stitch looks like, as you can see. Okay, on paper it looks like that, but it's much better on fabric. So what we're going to do next is making gathers on this sleeve so that it fits the measurements of the crochet strap. So using another color, for me I'm using black. Just do the running stitches. Doesn't matter if the spacing is big or what, doesn't matter, just do randomly. And make sure while doing the running stitches you leave some space for the like, let's say 1.5 inches where you'll be sewing it onto the crochet strap. So after you're done with the running stitches, now pull to make gathers. Pull the strings and make sure while pulling to make the gathers, the sleeve doesn't become smaller than the strap. Make sure it's either a little bit bigger or equal to the strap. So secure the string so that the gathers do not disappear, or you do not get difficulties while fixing it onto the strap. So what I'm doing here is just I identify the center of my gathers and then fix that on the strap so that they become equally distributed on both sides. So for this part we're going to do it from the inside. So I need to pass my needle like that. Then I'll do back stitches. So make sure while doing the back stitches for that sleeve before attaching it, don't do the back stitches till the end, because you'll have to leave a space where you have to attach this piece, like this part, like the one that I'm doing. So don't do the stitching all the way that covers the sleeve completely. I hope that's understood. I'm not so good at explaining things, sorry. So while attaching onto the strap, just fold a little bit, maybe like a 0.5 inches or centimeters, because you do not want to have the raw edges of the mesh just hanging like that. Or if you're not using the mesh, just any other material. That's what I mean. So you're going to use back stitching all the way to the end. And while doing this, make sure you distribute the gathers perfectly, because you don't want to see somewhere where there's too much gathers and there's somewhere that doesn't have gathers. So just keep doing that till you get to the end. So as you can see, I'm done with my with attaching the sleeve onto the strap. So you remove the running stitches that were supporting the gathers. And there goes our beautiful sleeve. As you can see, it's very pretty. I really love it. So you're going to do the same thing, the exact same thing to the other side too. Moving on to the cuff, you're going to do it separately and then attach it later. So we're going to chain, or make sure the chain that you're going to make, they are going to fit around your wrist. So that's how you're going to use to make the cuff. And make sure that your hand can pass through too. So I'm going to attach it to the very first chain that we made using a slip stitch. and then I'm going to put single crochet all around in the chain spaces. So after making the last single crochet, just slip stitch with the very first the first single crochet that you made, and then chain one. Now for me, I'm going to use a V-stitch for the cuff. If you'd like to use something different, that's okay too. So I've left out 9 stitches, 9 chain spaces. So we are going to turn. We're not going to do all the way to the end. So you turn your work and do more rows of V stitches. So once you're done with the rows, as usual, we're going to make sure our work is neat. So do the single crochets the last row. So for attaching the cuff onto the sleeve, you're going to do the same way we did while attaching the sleeve onto the strap. So running stitches, pull to make the gathers. Make sure not to pull too much that is smaller than the cuff, but it has to be the same size as the cuff. And then while attaching, remember to fold just make a small fold and then attach it onto the cuff. And we're going to attach it using the back stitches. So just keep doing the back stitches till the end. So that's how it looks like once complete, and then we're going to make a little ribbon for that can be used to tie there. So just chain to whatever length you want it to be. So there it is. So that's the complete look of our sleeve and the cuff attached. So that's how it looks like. As you can see, it's very pretty. For me, the opening is at the front. So if you have viewers that fits perfectly and completely, you just make a ribbon and fix it onto the, just the way we've done with the cuff. So what I'm going to do is add a row or a column there so that it covers a bit more. I'm going to add from both sides so that they meet at the center. So just go ahead and attach your yarn at the corner so that it becomes so straight, doesn't go curved in. So what I'm going to use is a half double crochet right here. So I'm going to make half double crochet all the way to the end. So that's our first row done, and then chain one and turn your work. So for the second row, we're still going to do half double crochets all the way to the end again. Chain one and turn your work. So in the third row, that's where we're going to put the spaces for the loops. So chain two half double crochets and then chain one and two, and then skip one and two, and then start working in the third space. And then you're going to do 3 half double crochet, then 1 2, then start working on the third one, 3 half double crochets, and then 1 2. So that's the pattern that you're going to use all the way to the end. So for that one, I had less spaces left, so I just did chain one and then skipped one at the bottom, and then I did 1 half double crochet. Then turn your work, and then we're going to do half double crochets in the last row all the way to the end. So that's for one side, and do the same for the other side too. So that's how it looks like. And then the next thing I'm going to make a ribbon that I'll use to tie. So I'm just going to measure one inch and then cut it. So that's what I've done. So I'm going to do the back stitching all the way to the end. The back stitching, remember, is done on the wrong side. So after it's done, the next thing is to turn the wrong side in and the right side out. So I'm just using my hook to turn the ribbon inside out. So that's how it looks like. And then the next thing to do is just fix the ribbon onto the top, and then that's it. You're done. You're done with the top. So there you go, guys. There goes our beautiful top, and thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.